Hello and thanks again for joining me for another episode of The Planet Crafter. So in our last episode we went and hunted down all the butterflies that were findable on the map. So if you want all the butterflies, this is part 2 following on from that. We are now going to get the rest of the butterflies, and most of them we need to craft except for one which we need to buy. So we're going to head off to my spaceport and we are going to order that one, which is this one here, the filare. So I'm going to order 3 of those, send that rocket off, and we'll come back and pick that up later. So now we're going to head over to my butterfly domes, which has had a little bit of an expansion. Now a couple of episodes ago we did set up this room here, and if you did collect up all your lava while hunting for the other butterflies, then you should have a decent supply. So we've got the commons, the uncommons, the rare lavas. We've also got, we don't need the bacteria. That's for if we want to do silkworms. Got the mutagen T2, fertilizer, and the mutagen T1. So we touched on these incubators when we did do some bees and silkworms. So this screen here, it's got 2 screens on it. This one shows you your known recipes, right? But there are recipes that do not show up on here, and these will unlock through your your blueprint screen as you progress. But so this one here, right, that is the only one that shows up on here for that recipe, but there's actually 6 different butterflies you can get from that recipe, but they won't show up on here. These ones, so there's 4 there that take the rare lava, and then there's these 2 that take the rare lava and a T2 mutagen, but there's also a 3rd one that goes on there that won't show up, which takes the same recipe, although it is pretty hard to get. And that would be the golden one, which is also findable on the map, and so is this one. So, alright, so this screen is where we put our stuff. So we're just going to pop it all in. So our common, we're just going to start with the commons. And I've loaded these ones up already. So when you press research, wait for this to sort of finish doing its thing, and when it starts counting, and before you close out of it, otherwise it can cancel the sequencing. So we're just going to get all of these going. Okay, now we do have a couple of these ones that I've crafted already. These ones here, all from here upwards, these are all the ones that we found. I do have some extras in another crate, but I only want sort of 3 of each. So I have this set to demand all the craftable ones, but they'll only show up in this demand list when we actually have some of them. And I don't want extras of these in here or extras of these. So I don't have the demand on them. Now, you can see a drone just popped one of them in there. A red one, the Empalia. Now I don't want more than 3, so I'm going to take that off the demand. And if you don't want to clear your whole list, just pop it in supply and take it off of supply, and then it takes it out of that demand list. And they're already bringing a 4th one, so I'll take one out. Alright, so now I have this set up to demand the ones that I have more than what I want. So I'll add that one. And so when those get created, they'll automatically, the drones will bring them into here, and then we'll just recycle them. And the one I took out, I'll just pop in there. Recycle those, and you can re-grab all the ingredients and reuse those until you do get the desired butterflies that you're after. So keep popping those in. We'll put these away for the time being, because sticking to I'll do all the commons first. And what have we got in here? Okay, the abstrus. So now that we have one of those, it will appear here in our supply and demand list. So I can set that to supply. But I'll need to go around to each of these and set it to supply. So I haven't got that one set to supply hardly anything. We've also got the Azure now, and we've got a Galaxy. So I'm just going to set this to supply everything that's craftable. And the Fenze. So need to go back and set them. So every time a new one comes up, you need to go to each one and reset it. And you'll also need to add them to the demand list on your desired container. Okay. And if you're not sure which ones you've got already in your list, just click all the craftable ones, because clicking on it again isn't going to do anything. But if you don't have it, then now you do. So see, this one doesn't have the latest couple that we just got. All right, so now we need to add these to our demand. So that one. What else have we got here? We've already got the green one in there. Okay, so we want these. I don't want the bees in here. We want that one. We want that one. We want that one. And now our drones are bringing them in. So the ones that we don't want are going in here, getting recycled, and we just shove this stuff straight back in. And we will just refill the others as we go along. Just like so. And you don't have to only make 3. I have a reason why I only want 3 of each. But get to that later. I don't know what I'm looking in there for. Okay, so this needs topping up. Let's check this, and this will fill up a lot more quicker as you sort of complete your list and get more that you don't want. So we'll take a drink. And I've got something to eat while I'm at it. Okay, keep filling these up. And here looks like we've got another one of the pink ones, so let's have a look. So I think it was that one. What's in here? Oh, it's the Imperio. Okay. So the lava looks red. Mustn't have clicked research on that one. So the lava looks red, but the butterfly looks pink. So those are automatically going to get recycled. So I'm just going to keep going along like this until I've got all of them. And I'll be back to you in a moment. Okay, so now I've got, so from here, these three, these three, these three, these three, these three, and these three. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different types of butterfly that came from the this one recipe. So now I'm going to move on to the ones with the rares. So the rare lava and the mutagen and the fertilizer. So rare lava. And mutagen. Fertilizer. And I'm just going to do the same thing. And I'm just going to do that until I have 3 of each of those. And they will be the, let me see. I think there is 1 or 2 that's not on this list. Let me just check. Okay, that one. 4. Oh no. So it's just those 4 that we're after. So no extra ones on that list. So we want 2 more of that one, 2 more of that one, and a few others. So I'm just going to rinse and repeat this and keep recycling. Don't need the common lavas anymore, put them away. So I will see you back again once I have completed these. So I've got an extra one of the white ones, so 1 more of them. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so we've got one of the MAL now, so add that one to the list. Didn't have any of that before, so we'll bring this over here, and we've got our extra green one and our extra white one. So basically that's the only one being demanded at the moment. So I will continue on and see you in another moment. Okay, and now we have this one, the Lukes. So add that one to the supply. And keep recycling. Add that one to demand. That one there. All right, so keep going and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so we've got our 3 of the Lukes. the Panga, the Chevron, and the Amel. So that is all of the ones with the rare, that use the rare and the T1 mutagen. So now we're moving on to the rares with the T2 mutagen. But we already have these guys and these guys, so we're really only after the final one, which is that one, the IMEO. So going to be a fair bit of recycling happening for this one. So I will continue on until I've got 3 of those. And just keep feeding them in. And as they're done, recycle them again. So I'll be back in a moment when I have those. Okay, so we've got, here they are up here, all of the IMEOs. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 different butterflies. Plus, we need to go back and collect our one off the rocket. There they go. So that would make 19 butterflies all up. So let's go have a look at what they all look like. Alright, so put those in there for now. Let's grab, let me see, 2 of them, 2 of those ones, 2 of those, 2 of those. Let's see, the Nero, Albin, Fiorente, alright, I'll come back for those. Okay, so it's gotten a bit dark, but let's cruise through here. Alright, so I think I'll wait until it lightens up a bit, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so we've got some daylight again. Okay, so we've got the Azure, it's that one, and there is everything needed to make that one, and it's 120% bonus. Let's pop one of those guys in here. There he is. Alrighty, now we have the Empalio. And there's everything needed to make that guy, and he's 120%. So we'll pop one of them in. Okay. Down this way. Alright, so we got the Liani, the pink one. And there is everything you need for that one, and that's 175%. pop one of those in. Okay, the fancy, this tigery looking one. And there is everything that you need for that one. That's 200%. So let's pop that one in. All right, now down here we've got the Abstraeus, which is this one here. That's 175%. That's everything that you need to make it. Pop one of those guys in. Alrighty. The Galaxy, this blue one. And there's everything you need to make that guy. Pop one of them in. Okay. Continuing on. Over here. So we've got the Panga, it's the white one, and there's everything you need to make that one. So let's plug that guy in. The chevron is the green one, and that's everything that you need to make that one. So these two, this one and this one, we're onto the rares now. One of them in there. And just going to quickly grab a drink. Alrighty. So now we'll come down. We've got the Lux, the Lukes. And we've got the Amel. So pop one of those guys in. And there's everything you need to make that one. Pop one of them in here. The Luke is this one. And there's everything that you need to make that one. So let's pop one of them in. Alright, down this end now, we have the Imeo, this red one, comes out orange. There's everything that you need to make that one. So this is now the rares with the T2 mutagen. And the Serena, which this one, okay, there's everything that you need to make that one, but you can find this one, and you find tons of them, and I'll show you where in my previous video. So let's chuck the Imeo in here first. Have a look. And then we'll put the Serena in there. Okay. So now we've got the Ferrente. And this one you can't craft. Have to find it on the map. So let's pop that one in. This one I reckon is probably one of the easiest ones to find. The Lorpin is only findable. So let's pop one of them in. And starting to get a few frame issues with all these butterflies now. But, alright, so moving on this direction. Now come to the Alban. Once again, this one's only findable on the map. Can't craft it. So let's pop one of those in. We've got the Nere. And this one's only findable. You can't craft that one either. Alrighty, let's head back and grab the rest. So I'm going to grab 4 butterflies. Actually, I'm going to grab all of these. And I'm going to grab a bee. Okay, so through here. Okay, the Futura is this one. And that is one that can only be found. Can't craft that one either. And that one glows. This one actually looks pretty cool if you put it like in a cave. The Filaria, which is this one that we got from the trade rocket. It's the only place you can get it. So 1400%. Pop one of them in. And moving on. Okay, so now we have our golden, which can craft it, but you can also find it. There's everything that you need to craft it. It's very rare to come up when you're trying to craft it, so you might be there a while. But I actually had no problem finding a ton of them out in the world. So let's pop that guy in. And I'm actually going to pop 2 in there. And finally, we can't put this guy in the dome, but we can put one in the display rack, and it's a bee. So we can't put a silkworm in one. There's the bee. Alrighty. So now we're going to cruise out this way. And these are the butterfly farms, which take a T2 fertilizer, a zeolite, and a bioplastic. So let's see what they all look like in there. So there's the Lukes. The Nere. The Lorpin. Fiorente. The Alban. The Futura. The Imeo. The Serena. There's the Golden. The Filaria. The Azure. The Liani. The Fensei. Galaxy. The Astraeus. The Impalio. finger. Chevron. Chevron. And finally the amel. There you go. There is all 19 butterflies. So that is going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. And if you missed the previous episode, that'll show you where you find all the findable butterflies. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.